I was supposed to go to Talk Eats today to get on some cracks, but I'm sick. So let's talk about my climbing journey. I'm gonna do my makeup. I think the worst part about being sick is that I can't exercise, and so it makes me feel worse. So I've been feeling down because I rely on climbing and exercising a ton for my mental health. I really don't have any other outlets. So it's really just the dumbbells, the plastic rocks, and me against the world, against my mental. So when I don't have that, I'm like, well, what now? Should I journal? I brought out my journal that I haven't written on in like a year, and I was like, I'm angry. And then I put it away. Also, I saw Hailey Bieber, but I don't know if it was blush. I don't know what it was, but she put it on her eyelid, and I just thought it was so cute. And it is. Oh my god. I've been doing this cat eye since I was in high school. My best friend in high school. I wanted to be her so bad. And she had these big, beautiful eyes, and she could do the biggest wing I've ever seen. And I was so jealous. And it just didn't look good because I have, what are these called? Hooded eyes. Can you see? Bite of pasta. One thing about me is I will always do a cat eye. I just feel like it makes my eyes look bigger. I don't know. I've also been experimenting with making my eyebrows bigger, and it's so difficult. I'm not a makeup girly. I just F around and find out, if you know what I mean. This is the hardest part because you don't want to put too much here because that's where the least amount of hairs you have naturally. Whatever. And I always fuck this part up. I don't know. If you just saw this by itself, what would you think compared to this side? I don't know. I think it's fine. I don't know. Also, I can do this, but only with my left eyebrow. That's me trying with my right eyebrow. For some reason, I always feel like the left eyebrow is easier because I can cross my arms like this and then use my left hand like a tripod for my right hand. But I can't do that on this side. Let's see which one comes out better. Speaking of anger, I get angry easily when I'm sick, I guess. I've just been so angry about everything. And I don't know why, but every little thing makes me so angry. This is the, can you see that? No. I don't know. They're still very boy eyebrows. I can't get that thin, cute girl eyebrow going. My friend Ash told me I need more of a point there. That one looks good. This side never looks good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let's try that again. Okay, this is where I always fuck up. Don't talk to me. If you just don't look at it from up close, it's fine. What is that? Oh my god. Anyway, did anyone else have a best friend in high school that they wanted to be so bad? I started getting white hairs when I was in high school, and now they're so long. They're down to here, and I don't want to pull them out because I think they're cute. I think they're little highlights. What's wrong with a little natural highlight? That sounds crazy. I have the shortest, flattest eyelashes you'll ever see. So I use waterproof mascara, and this one's from the drugstore, and I love it. I think it's perfect, but it does, whenever I try to take it off, half of my hairs come off with it. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't recommend it, but it does such a good job holding it up in a way that no other mascara can. No other. Anyway, maybe I should talk about climbing. So, see the difference? No. I started climbing, I don't know, I think it was 3 years ago. And I was only bouldering in the gym. Bouldering was already really scary in the beginning, but I was so scared to go outside because I didn't really grow up in the outdoors. I didn't really hike, I didn't camp, I didn't do anything. So all of that whole world was so new to me. And so I bouldered indoors for 3 years. And then I'm gonna be vulnerable and open and honest. I only started climbing outside this year, and ow. Oh no, fuck, shit. I could go get a Q-tip, but I don't want to. We're back. What was I saying? I was being open and vulnerable and honest. I started climbing outdoors this year, and I had bouldered outdoors before, but only a few times, and I didn't push myself really because I was scared of getting hurt. And then I met someone and he was like, let's go multi-pitch trad climbing. So we did. And I always get so many questions. How are you not scared up there? Girl, I am scared the whole time. There's not a single second during the approach, during the drive, on the rock, at the top, going down, that I'm not scared. I am scared all the time. But I think that that's why I love it so much, because it makes everything else in life easier. It's pretty simple stuff, but if I need to wake up at 5 a.m. for a client, I'm like, well, I've done the craziest shit on a rock. I can wake up at 5. What am I complaining about? Or I need to meet new people. I've done a hanging belay. Have you ever done that? It's fucking scary. You're hanging on the side of the mountain. It's an allegory. Anyway, the first time I ever bouldered indoors was when I was in college. I went to Berkeley and I studied literature there, by the way. At that time, I've been lifting for a while and I was still really weak. Before lifting, I wasn't active at all. I didn't even walk around. I just studied and sat in my room and partied. It must have been at least 5 years of non-activity, completely sedentary, totally depressed vibes. I'm gonna do my lips even though I'm eating pasta right now, just for the full look. So for some reason I went with him because it just called out to me. I've always been into sports, but team sports just felt so scary. I was just so socially anxious and I didn't have any friends. I didn't know how to make friends. I didn't know how to be a good friend either. So the friends I did make, I lost very often because I was just so inside of myself all the time. I was like, well, rock climbing, I don't need anybody else to do it. So I went and I really liked it, but I didn't do it again until 6 months later or something. And then I started climbing at cliffs, and that's when 3 years passed and I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. But I remember when I first started thinking, if I didn't have the background of lifting weights and if I just came into climbing from where I was before, which was not just depressed and sad and anxious, but also so incredibly weak to the point where I wouldn't have a meal until 4 p.m. and it was probably like a Pop-Tart, I would have given up on it. And so that's what I think of when I make videos for this account. If it wasn't for lifting, I would have completely given it up. I wouldn't have known what trying hard really looks like. Does that make sense? Lifting weights is when I learned what going to failure feels like and what trying hard should feel like. And before that, I just had no idea. Anyway, so then I got really good at bouldering indoors and I was so happy, and I was like projecting V7s at cliffs, which whatever. Is it a V7? Is it a V6? Is it a V5? Is it a V3? I don't care. But I was happy with my projecting V7s, and then I started developing shoulder and neck pain, and now I've been dealing with that for like a year. So I took a break from bouldering hardcore. I used to boulder 3 times a week and strength train 3 times a week. Now I change things up a little bit. But am I done with my makeup? I feel like I can just do more. But then I found trad climbing and I found the outdoors and started connecting with it more. And I completely skipped sport climbing, by the way. So I do have a really hard time mentally leading, and it's because I'm just too new to the outdoors, and I know it will come with time, so I need to give myself grace because it's been, I don't know, 5 months of me climbing outdoors, whatever. Anyway, I'm working through my fears, and I hope that inspires you to work through your fears at your pace. I am a complete scaredy cat with everything. I'm scared of being in a car. Everything is scary to me. So every multi-pitch, every bouldering climb is a freaking win for me. And I will see it that way for as long as I have to. I think this is the final look. I'm still sick. Yay! I still have a lot of pasta to eat, but my curls down here look really cute. Oh my god, I feel terrible right now. Setting spray. Where's it? I think I got that all over my pasta. I don't think that's enough. I think I should do more. What do you think? Let's do more. That just feels so good. This was so much fun. Let's do this again. This is my makeup bag. I got it at Ross. It's been 36 minutes of me speaking. Jesus Christ. A little bang refresh. It doesn't stay like this. It'll just look like that for 3 seconds. Whatever. See, what is that? Maybe I should just put it up. No. Just stop touching it, Andrea. Stop touching your hair. Go climb for me, because I can't. I might climb tomorrow, though, if I feel a little bit better. And if I eat more today. Alright, please send good vibes. Bye! I'm trying to do a soft smile so that my big Hispanic vein doesn't come out. I can't make it come out on command, but if I do a gentle smile, I learn that it doesn't appear. Fine. Oh, there it is. Now it's gone.